Hey, Paul here again, and I want to just share a little bit about some of the values which seem to have been a through line through a lot of these interviews in Dhrupad Sadhana. And they really resonate with me as an artist myself in pursuing music as a discipline. And these values really, I think, will help this project move forward as hopefully we interview more artists, and I'll talk a little bit about just where we're going in the future now. So I think these values are certainly intrinsic in the sense that they have inner value, and they're universal pursuits in music, but with Dhrupad they seem to go very deep. The three values I want to talk about, I believe, are come from the involvement with the music, the practice, the listening and presenting this music. If you're a performer, there's something there are things that are very positive and reflect on our well-being and add a dimension of connectedness to our lives. And this in turn, I believe, makes us more sensitive as human beings and stronger and more able to serve in whatever work we do, and appreciate life and those around us in the journey of life. I really think that Dhrupad adds these kinds of contexts to our lives. So the three things I want to just mention that I've really felt like have been a through line in these interviews are, one, that this is a kind of sonic meditation, that this is music that takes us into an interior space and a focus away from all the outside concerns of the material world and our careers and even families and whatever distractions and relationships. It's an inner relationship we're dealing with in a very meditative way. Number two, it has a sense of kind of self-transcendence, and it takes us into this feeling of interbeing that Thich Nhat Hanh, the great Buddhist teacher, used to talk about, that we're connected to the greater whole, that we have this feeling of oneness with, that we're not limited by just our bodies and our minds, but we have something connected to a greater whole. The third thing is this connection to nature. And I think this is really important, and many of the artists have talked about this feeling of in Dhrupad, the music really unfolds very slowly. Obviously, the people who listen to this understand this, and the intentionality is very much like nature, in the fact that we are developing and kind of flowering in this way that is completely unrushed, that has a way that just kind of emerges from the sound. And in this era of information overload, where we're constantly being bombarded and going faster and faster with more and more information every day, this music can be it's kind of like a medicine for the 21st century, by slowing us down and helping us connect with nature, helping us connect with our inner selves and what really matters. So I think these three themes have been really instructive for me to think about what the value of this music. And so I hope that's helpful. Now, going forward from here, Dhrupad Sadhana really is a work in progress. This was kind of just a dream project I had before the fellowship. And as now that it's launched, a few things I want you to know. That initially my research was limited to intergenerational artists of all different ages within the Dagarbani lineage. But we know there are other lineages in Dhrupad. So now we want to open and widen the scope to include other Dhrupad Banis, other traditions of Dhrupad from India. So I'm in the process of talking to other artists who are involved in this music to take on interviews, and will continue to do interviews myself over the summer and fall. It's been an amazing experience. So our goal is to be inclusive. I don't want to be the only one doing these interviews as this project grows. And we hope that this website can host as many diverse voices of Dhrupad artists as possible. Finally, I just want to say on a personal note that I have great admiration and appreciation for what Bowdenji was able to do for me with this project. He sponsored my fellowship with the American Institute of Indian Studies, and hosted me at the Dhrupad House outside in Palaspe, outside of Mumbai, which his father, Zia Muhyiddin Dagar, built. So I really felt like I was in a very special place to be able to do this work. And without this support, this fellowship would not have been possible. So thank you, Bowden. It was a great pleasure to work with you, to interview with you, to learn from you. And thank you all for supporting this project. And here we go to the next level. I hope to see this grow and grow. Thank you.